Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Thursday Talk. On today's episode, we have with us co-founder of Carnelian and our senior consultant, Kamran Rizvi. So, on today's episode, we are going to talk about what graduates can do when they're stepping into the practical world. So, Kamran bhai, जब graduate होते हैं, so we enter the business world and then we have two paths to choose. Either we can go and do job and then continue with it, या we can start something of our own. So, इस कंडीशन में आपकी क्या एडवाइस होगी उन लोगों के लिए जो अभी प्रैक्टिकल वर्ल्ड में एंटर हो रहे हैं?
Very, very good question, because I find that a lot of times graduates are consulting me and asking the question, should I do this or should I do that? Any person who decides on asking which way should I go must not become an entrepreneur. That's the first thing. Because an entrepreneur knows exactly his pain point or her pain point and is very eager to pursue it regardless of the hurdles, and is eager to learn about how. Not, should I do this or should I not? Is there scope in this direction or is there not? No. An entrepreneur is someone who knows the problem he or she wants to attack and is not sure as to how to do it, and then seeks out a mentor. So if you are not clear, I would advise you not to start a business. That's not your orientation. You'd rather commence your life in the practical world as a job. But then really, अगर आप देखो, is a job something that people ought to be doing, or should they be pursuing a career? Or should they find a calling which they are aligned with and put their heart and soul into what they're doing? So ये तीन elements हैं. So, I don't know what your thoughts are, because when I meet people who are working in organization, and I don't like the word employees, by the way. So if you think about it, those working in organizations, ask them, are you doing a job? And you'll get an answer, yes. Why is it that they say, no, I'm not doing a job, I'm pursuing my career? Why don't they say that? And if you ask them, are you pursuing your career? They'll say yes. And then if you ask them, then why aren't you saying you're pursuing a calling as opposed to a career? So ये जो afterthoughts होते हैं, these are things that I feel diminish the value of the engagement an individual has with an organization. And I feel that the greater the quality of that connect and the relationship with an organization and its mission and its vision and its purpose, the much greater value would be added and more satisfaction will be derived.
So you're saying that one can have a job, career and calling all together.
Exactly. Because you commence a relationship with a social contract of sorts. And a job is simply your input, which is then rewarded. And there is a contract which determines the fairness of the arrangement. But then the intent behind the job is a career sometimes. And that career is literally a natural progression that you would like to enjoy in a setup, in a context. Now, whether the job is with the government or in a non-profit organization or a commercial setup, intent has to be your own growth, because if you're not growing, how can you add value to an organization? And in order to grow meaningfully, instead of just looking at your own career, look at the vision and mission and purpose of the institution or organization you're a part of. Because then that gives you an added oomph in your not only relationship, but it also gives you peace of mind that I'm doing something which I was meant to do, I was destined to do, with people who are sharing in that journey.
So if you find your calling in whatever you're doing, then it makes it more meaningful and it makes you happy while doing it too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Thursday Talk.
Thanks for inviting me.